Oh, this Master Luke Chan. We're talking about the James chapter 53. 5:3. It's a beautiful chapter, and it's that to walk, the road, the path to long life down is very wide, but people prefer bypass. They want a shortcut, and then of course, what happened then? You can see that the palace, or the one is wealthy and powerful, the ruler, is very well decorated, very clean. But look at the field. Nobody tending the wheat growing because people fighting in the war. And then of course the granary, the place to store food and grain, is very empty. Now of course the rich, not the power, and then they walk around with great clothes and with a big sword, decorate sword, and then drink and and food excess, and of course then a lot of wealth showing off, and those actually the root of the robber. So now we're talking about the ruler, this non-Tao ruler. This is it's a Tao, so we should have compassion, love, compassion for all people, and then you don't need to take shortcuts. Lead together in peace and poverty, and share. So you can see that chapter 53 is the phenomena from 2,600 years ago until now. Pretty much every generation you can see the same thing happen. But anyway, with love and compassion, then we treat, as a ruler, we treat people with equal and share. That's the key. And peace. And then with the whole thing about this, we want peace. So want peace, then we would treat people well, not excessive. Now, of course, Wang Bi's, Ho Sang Gong's chapter is pretty much the same, and then you interpret on your own, but it's not too much leeway for different interpretations on this chapter. But of course, Zhuangzi, Zhuangzi is a beautiful story to illustrate that. All right, Zhuangzi for illustrate the 53, and he said once in a ceremony, so it's a worship ceremony, there a roast pig, a roast pig to decorate the pig well, and so on. And then there was an official who was arrogant person, drink real nicely, and then with a sword and things like that. And the Tao Master comment, now this roast pig, 3 months ago, they sent to the emperor before they sacrifice, and then they drink the purest water and eat the best grain. At the end of it, they kill it and roast it. Now, scholar, the arrogant one, would you rather be like a dirty pig, eat the coarse grain and dirty water and survive, until natural death, or much longer, or you would rather be like that, have decorated pig? And then the scholar, whoa, yeah. So he understood now what he is wearing, and sooner or later he's being killed. But this from Zhuangzi is a beautiful story that illustrates that do not get too much, excessive things. But anyway, this is the way of Tao is love yourself, love others, love nature. The world is beautiful because of you. I love you from Yang Shuogui in China. Thank you.
Chapter 53. Even though I'm enlightened with the true knowledge and walk on the great path of Tao, my only fear is of deviating from it. The great path of Tao is smooth, but people prefer bypaths. Look, the palaces are shining in their majestic pleasance, Yet the fields are very weedy, and the granaries are empty. Oh, the ruler is having a ball in every hall. The people are building a wall for the coming war. Oh, children are crying, and people are starving. But look, the ruler wears elegant clothes, carries sharp swords in his animal belt, gets tired of food and drinks, hoards excessive money and jewelry. Oh, extravagant, one man's excess at the expense of all others. Oh, thief, he is showing off his bounties to the people whom he has robbed. Oh, by path, this is certainly not the smooth path of Tao. He who's on the bypath of Tao sure cannot last long.